Culture defined. We are going to look at different definitions of culture by different social scientists. The term culture is a system. So, Morgan in 1986 called culture to be a system. It is a system of shared meanings. Everybody has the same meaning to the culture if they are belonging to the same culture. The same symbols, same experiences, practices, shared values, beliefs, and sense making. So, by shared means, for example, there is a culture that every person, when comes in from outside, has to greet the people who are sitting in the room. So, that will be a shared meaning of a greeting. Symbol, there could be shared symbols in the culture. That is, that when greeting, people would be taking their hand to their forehead in a form of respect gesture to greet. So, everybody in the culture would be raising their hand to their forehead in order to make a salam or a greeting to the people who are sitting. Same experiences. The way the life is going on, the lifestyle and the experiences are the same. The practices, whether women are going to work in this particular culture or they are not going to work, that could be one practice shared by all the members of that culture. Shared values. Are the parents going to live with the children in their old age? Is this a shared value in that particular culture? Or the parents are going to live separate from their children even in their old age? This could be one of the shared value. Beliefs. Beliefs are also related to your faith. So you are sharing the same beliefs. And also, otherwise, there are beliefs which are called the social beliefs. And sense making. Priorities. Sense making, this makes sense. This is my priority. It makes sense for me to send my child in the primary school because it makes sense for me and this is my priority. So all these things are being shared by all the members and therefore they will be having the same culture. This is the definition by Morgan in 1986. Let us look at this definition by Deal and Peterson later in 1990. Culture includes deep patterns of values. So it is somewhat the same as what we have come to know earlier by Morgan, deep patterns of values. That means the values we believe in have certain patterns in this culture. Beliefs, again, similar to Morgan, traditions that have been formed over the course of the school's history. So he is talking about Deal and Peterson. They are talking about the school culture. So what happens is that there has been a history and those patterns are followed. We do know that in Pakistan there are schools which have a history and they at least try to maintain that history in the recent years also. So that is known as the culture of that institution. And it is usually said that children coming from this institution will be having high values because this school traditionally and historically maintains these values. But unfortunately, these schools are very expensive for everyone to study in that school so that more people would be learning those values. But at least these values are there in those schools. So a culture of school, a culture of community, a culture of home basically depends on the patterns of values. What pattern are we adopting in order to maintain the value in our home, in our school? What are we believing in? Do we really believe that honesty is the best policy? Or we do not believe in it? We just say we can do anything to be successful. So these beliefs, the traditions that we have, and the traditions that have been formed over years, they all make up the culture of the school, home, or community.